Good, whatever time of day it happens to be for you. This is Kevin Outwitted me. Still trying to come up with a channel rebrand again because I don't like that name anymore. And today, if it would load, we're going to play a new game called Warning. This game may contain... No, that's not it. Called No, that's not it. Look at the title. You're not waiting on me. What are you going and doing? Did you just click on this video randomly? Shame. We playing. It's either Invincible or The Invincible. Or maybe it's Invincibles or The Invincibles. It's one of those four options. We narrowed it down real good for you right there. This is a game I do intend to complete. I believe I will like it. I paid $3.50 for it, so, has to be a good financial decision. Alright, cool, there's only one Invincible. That makes life easier. Unless it's not me. Then the game might be hard or something. Yeah, so this is based on an iconic sci-fi novel from Poland. I haven't read it. Not much of a sci-fi reader. It's an older novel, I believe. I'm not sure if the author's still alive. However, unlike a novel, this game has, I believe it was 11 different endings. So the way I would describe this game without having played it, just looking at the store page, is Firewatch, but in space, and with more significant decisions and a little bit of roleplay. It's not like a combat kind of game. It's not absolute raw walking sim either. Story and choice game. And I get the impression the story and the choices have something to do with maybe interaction or conflict between organic and inorganic life. Shall we start the game and see if my assumptions prove correct? Or if they make an ass out of you and me? Yeah. Dear viewer, we might make an asshole out of you yet. Alright. The comic book, it said when I started up the game that this is something that develops as you make your choices. So maybe we should go in here and see if there's some important backstory before we start, yeah? It won't be all the way filled in. So there's Dragonfly, small research unit, Space UN, or Space Britain, perhaps, Commonwealth. Crew of 6. I get the impression this game has a lot of isolation and space themes. You might be separated from the crew, trying to find them. Maybe the robots are holding them hostage. I don't know. We'll theorize together. We'll play this like a detective story. Oh, the crew's going home. Oh, is it just showing me like the beginning and the end? Or... Yeah. So we have the beginning of the story and we have the end of the story. So we know it's going to be a happy ending, no matter what we do, right? Can't ruin it. The Astrogator accident. Oh. So there is an incident. Oh. Someone broke their leg. So, I mean, nobody died. So we're here for a mineral. Or something. So we're a crew of people looking, like space prospectors. Alright. Let's see how long it takes for me to be proven wrong. New game. New game. Why did that work the first time? Oh, hey. Here's the backstory again. Well, I gave you time to actually read it, so. Oh. It only changes when you hit a button. So that's not the beginning and then the end, is it? It's just the beginning. So does that mean we didn't reach home? Uh-oh.
Where am I? My head. Barrett? Anybody?
So I have cranked the graphics settings, because fortunately I play these slower paced games and I can just use NVIDIA Smooth Motion to just double my frame rate. So I lock things to 60 these days and just crank them, even though I don't have a top of the line graphics card. The options menu does let us disable that floating microphone and the helmet and stuff, so we'll be considering doing all that.
Base, this is Dr. Yasser. I need backup. Base, come in. I have a... I'm showing disturbing symptoms.
Disturbing.
Brain fog, severe pain in the frontal lobe.
Oh, damn. That's too real.
Confusion.
Don't tell them that. Those are the symptoms that just get you gaslit. That's how this story goes, huh? You suffered the wrong type of injury, and now you're all on your own. No one's gonna help you no more. This game too realistic. I gotta get rid of that microphone. I can't stand something like in my face, even if it's virtual. You got weirdness with my eyes. It's like that psychs me out. That's not really the right phrase. It messes with my eyes. I think the helmet's gonna be fine. I don't know what the visor is right now. That's it. We'll go as we go.
At first glance, there are no serious injuries. And yeah, I'm quite concerned. I don't even know how I got here. Where here is.
I can look around.
I repeat. Do you hear me?
I have an idea how I want to roleplay this character. I don't know how much we're going to get to roleplay, but we get to choose dialogue options at the bare minimum. See if you can figure out what I'm doing. I like to keep my roleplay to myself generally for the first episode. I mean, as long as I can contain it. You know, I'm not great at not speaking my mind. Try to guess before I spill the beans. Of course, I need to give you some actual data points. We'll see. What's this? Radio backpack, huh?
Oh, bollocks!
Why'd you break it?
I can't hear you anymore. My receiver worked for a moment, but now there's only silence.
Broke it. Whatever, don't beat yourself up about it. You do something dumb out in the wilderness, you don't got time to do the self-critical thing. Gotta just get on with the problem solving.
I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours.
Well, that's good. Fortunately, I am a bit of a slow gamer. Oops. Alright, I need to put my mouse somewhere else if I'm not going to be using it. That's going to cause me issues. Cannot have a mouse under the sheets. Yeah, I'm a bed gamer. Just a second. I'm turning on my surround sound for this one, and of course it has to update, so now you're waiting on me. Shut up, stomach. How do people not get like stomach noise? It's like, I have a snack before the video, I avoid eating. It's like no matter what I do, it's just gonna be part of the experience. Is this thing not gonna work? Oh, I'll just go without it if my surround sound's broken. It's like something's always doing something. You know how computers be. Just says go inside the action and then has like a loading bar. It's like, yeah, sure. Can I just like switch it on? It's a nice toggle switch. I don't know why you need to be like doing all this loading shit. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't even enabled in the Windows settings, so it's kind of awkward. However, fixing that has not fixed the surround sound. So great. I've switched it from Windows bypassing their surround sound app to filtering through the surround sound app, which is in its default bypass setting. Huh. Well, unfortunately, I cannot go inside the action. Like, look at this shit. Come on, I'm gonna show you this. Look at that. Inside the action. It's taunting me with like space and everything. It's like, okay, can I do that now? No? This works most of the time, so I was just being an asshole today. We'll try one more thing, and then I'll just play the game as it is, because it'll be fine. How did Microsoft Edge get turned on? I never used that. Maybe it's using me, huh? Stupid. Yeah, I just crashed it. Task Manager is all I did. It's not worth restarting the computer for. Dumping the recording and all that. It is annoying. Well, Windows updated and now I have a dedicated emoji button, so that's worth the trade, right? Using it to send all kinds of GIFs. Or is it GIFs? I don't even know. I don't actually use emojis.
Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it?
I've always had like a thing against emojis, and I used to think that I was like, oh, I'm too professional to be using those. No. What it is they're not dedicated enough to being cringe. I want stickers and GIFs. Don't need no understated emoji. Food. Unlabeled thing. Food.
There aren't many supplies. Would suggest a quick recce. Or was that just the end of the mission?
Okay, we got all the memory loss and stuff. So our character is not going to be able to prove us wrong on if this story is the beginning or the end or whatever.
Just like I thought.
Cool.
Nothing. I'm on my own.
You don't even know what that is.
The beacon can't be detected either.
I went to an eye doctor once who put something like that in my face. It was like some like infrared healing something. I don't know. It looked cool though. I liked the flashing lights.
Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes.
I feel like personally judged by this making notes look important segment.
Are we on Regis 3? Doesn't ring any bells. My crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember. Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre.
Yeah, I have been proven wrong. Oh well.
For some reason, our crew split into two groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Am I on my way there?
Oh yeah. Well, what's behind us? I feel like turning around right now would help us figure out which of these sites we might be at.
Both groups landed in the same place. We took two landers to the surface. We don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke.
It's a mystery in space. This game's well timed too. I've been kind of moving on from my snow and Arctic fixation and trying to introduce a desert fixation to myself.
The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route.
So you're supposed to be on your own.
Leading to
Rope. Cog. Needle. Oh, dog, not cog. Are those code names then? There's gotta be code names. Who's Rope, though? I feel like Rope is the one that's not a code name because it doesn't have a picture next to it. It also might just be like rock formation descriptions. That's what I'm going with, actually. It's not your team members.
right. I was heading straight to the camp.
Let me turn the volume up a little bit for you. And for me. I never do anything just for the audience. Yeah. If you've noticed.
You must be somewhere near.
Oh, I got time limit on that.
I can't just wait here. Just need to get a sense of my surroundings. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like I need to stop doing this.
Oh yeah, that's the needle over there. I was gonna say, unfortunately, your player is pretty, imperceptive. That one looks like the dog, though. Oh, we can triangulate ourselves. So we're like up... No, we're not up there. Well, I mean, in theory, we can triangulate ourselves if we're smart enough to do it. I don't know if the crocodile is also visible. I don't see it. The closest one is the dog. Does this map indicate which way that the landmarks are facing? I mean, we can figure it out if we know how to navigate. So I'm trying to figure it out before I click, if that's not obvious. I want to make this a higher effort series than it has to be. So the needle is kind of behind and to the right of the dog. Whereas this map is oriented like the other way around. So maybe we're like over here. Does that check out? Oh, I have no spatial navigation. Like, if you're new to my channel, I mean, first of all, I'm a gamer who's recording from a years-long medical emergency that I haven't been able to get treatment for. That involves cervical spine and brain damage. I'm still all here socially, but spatial awareness, navigation, never good at it to begin with. And Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm not kidding when I say I might have troubles navigating, like, 2 or 3 room apartment. Fortunately, I can't even test that because I'm stuck in a bed. So, I'm trying to visualize this. That's what I'm saying. Like, as if I was standing here, what would my perspective be where I could get both of those in my field of view? It's real hard on me. I mean, obviously, if I was over there, the needle would be on the left of the dog. But would it be closer to me than the dog? Wait, what? No, I'm already getting it wrong. Okay, no, wait. We are oriented in a way that the dog is to the left of the needle. So we're not over on this side at all. However, the dog is closer to us than the needle. So maybe we're like over here at the edge of the drawing. Considering we can't see the crocodile, maybe that's between us and the crocodile. So I'm gonna say we're like right here.
I'm looking for something that resembles a dog.
And now I have to do it with the actual game mechanics. Oh, there's the crocodile. Now I see it. I don't know why I couldn't see that before. So we're not blocked from seeing it. Was there something in the screen that like blocked the little teeth over there or something? It's obviously unblocked now.
Yeah. Bingo! I found the dog.
And Bingo was his name. Yeah, the brain damage is also upped my levels of randomness and chaos. It's like, it's kind of just intensified what already was about me. The difficulties and the quirks of my personality. Yeah. I'm forgetting what other things I struggle with. Following stories and remembering plot points in chronological order, that kind of stuff can be difficult. I'm very good at in the moment socializing. Big picture stuff can be a problem. Not so much the big picture. Arranging details, how about that? So, I don't know. It's not as obvious to me as the spatial stuff and eyesight. What, you're all the way over there? Really? So what's like that little rock formation? I don't know. Well, good thing the characters got a mind for this that I don't. Can you believe at one point in time I wanted like a job that was out in nature, like like not remote sensing type work, like manual sensing. The person who goes out and checks on things, like ecological things. I don't know what you call it, glaciology or something maybe. How do I close this? That would have been disastrous. I said before, I just had a fixation on like Arctic plains and vast wilderness stuff. I figured out now that that's just a symbolism, part of my psychology. No, no literal want. How do I close this thing? Finding a way to camp, yeah, but the first challenge is how you close a book, unfortunately. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those interests that are just symbolic, or you end up spending money, time, and putting yourself at risk depending on what it is, with no potential for actual satisfaction. Financial or physical risk. How do I close the book? Really? It was the thumbstick? That's not intuitive. I don't take blame for that. Alright, there's no lander behind me. If there was going to be a lander behind me, I would have been like, that would have made figuring out where you are a lot easier, but... A dog. Yeah. A dog rock. Need to crocodile. Yeah. How do I, bring the map back out again? I'm pretty much glued to my map in any video games. Alright, cool. Not as cool. Oh, cool. We do know where we are on the whole booklet thing. How do I turn the page back? Alright, I got my mystery thing out. Hopefully none of the choices in this game are just about how quickly you accomplish tasks. Or I'll be getting the bad ending. Yeah, I hope you haven't already tried to guess my roleplay. Fortunately, being incapable is not part of it. That's just the player. Yeah. No, I'm not doing myself dirty like that. The wrong skill set for the player. Navigation.
More dropped equipment. I must have hit the ground pretty hard.
Cool.
Metal detector. Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More equipment to repair. The detector's dead. Guess I shouldn't just leave it like this. Broken or not.
Can't abandon your equipment. Equipment's important. Especially when you can't navigate yourself. Now I'm going to be letting you wonder which things I say are part of the roleplay and which ones are just me being honest. Do I need to say anything when there's no one there? Nah, sure.
I'm in a canyon.
There's the rope.
Make it easy to navigate. Oh, I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by.
Yeah, but this might be the right way.
I think that's my rope. It didn't just fall out of the backpack, so apparently I didn't have time to collect it before I fell.
You didn't fall from that rope and end up all the way over there, though. I mean, I kind of want to go explore that lake. Well, that's not the button I meant to hit, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it either. Where's my book? Yeah. The rope is back here. The camp's up there. So we're not trying to go back up the rope. Alright, you turn the page, it's by the corners, huh? That one's not working for some reason. Alright. Oh, you turn the page by the information that's most relevant? So I'm guessing how this game gonna go. We're gonna go to the camp, be like, oh, everyone's already packed up, and then work our way backward through the sites. Right? Probably. But at the moment, we need to go to the camp, not back up the rope. Sorry, hit the wrong button again. We're learning.
I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you?
Oh. Do we have an option to climb the rope? Yes. Do we have an option not to climb the rope? Oh, okay. We're just recovering it. No equipment left behind. The backpack gonna be getting heavy. We'd be fatiguing ourselves and we don't even know what the situation is. Oh, I'm sure that is a decision in survival situations. Do you leave the equipment behind? What do you leave behind? That's, when the rescue parties find a camp that has some stuff in it, I think it's because people trying to pack light, but you don't want to just like scatter your stuff either. You want to know where it is in case you do need to go back to it. But you also need to travel light when you don't know what you're up against. Yeah. Kevin ain't made to be surviving out in the wilderness. I could talk about how interesting those kind of choices are, but would I make the right choice?
Oh, I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon.
You don't know how hard I'm resisting making bacon jokes. It's too obvious. Oh, I can focus. If only my eyes had this like manual focus capacity. Maybe I'd know what's going on the other side of my room. Yeah, little volcanoes. Here's a challenge. The tracker tells us where something of interest is. Can we see it before we get to it using our telescope? That's using the equipment. Fortunately, I'm not sure we can gauge how far away it is when it's on the furthest ring out. Yeah, so this is supposed to be like an 8 to 10 hour game. Well, we'll see how long I take with this. I mean, I finished the last game in under par time. Industria.
There's water on this desert planet.
So you never know what to expect with me. It's kind of the point. By the time you do know what to expect, I've probably moved on. Found a run button. I don't know, this is a nice mixture of sand colors. It's got a nice aesthetic going on here. Do we have to hop down? I don't know if I want it. Yeah, we do. One-way street. I hope we didn't leave any equipment behind. I'd say we got our graphic settings tuned in. I don't know what the visor is versus the helmet, but it's all good right now. It's part of the atmosphere.
Another liquid that did
Kinda
not allow the
cozy.
biocenosis to fall. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies.
What's a biocenosis?
Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
Oh, we're remembering the third rule.
I was about to. Already awake? Good.
Consider me checked on.
I've been conscious for a while. It's fine. I can go.
Not too fast, otherwise we'll be picking you up off the floor. Now, try to get up slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while.
Is this the third rule? Is that just going to close it again? I don't necessarily want to just like go back to sleep in here. It's fine.
Here, take it and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise.
Tortoise. I guess it is one of those games like Firewatch where you don't have to say everything that's offered too. Sometimes silence is the valid option.
Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is
Not the
our
floor,
system.
not the floor.
Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet.
Come on.
Not the floor.
Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
I appreciate all aesthetics of futurism where yellow is the dominant color. Just saying.
Guess we'll find out.
I don't like the
First,
blue
here,
features.
Hold on to it and remember.
Green futures are real hit and miss too. Oh, and like the purpley pink futures, those are always the dystopias. Nobody does a red future, not since the fall of the Soviet Union. Oh. I knew I could sneak a joke in there somewhere. Don't want to be authentic for more than a minute, you know? Okay. Ooh. We have made it under the last ring. How quickly does it move rings? I'm acting like I'm actually like able to use this device. The truth is I'm just able to effectively act that I understand how to use scouting devices. It's no fair. I can't use my telescope if there's a rock in the way. I'm also going to go look at the lake. Assuming there's a way back up. That actually feels sketchy. I've been in the... No, I didn't push forward. I was going to say I've been in the woods long enough to know, when you don't jump down from something, you need to have enough foresight to know where you're going. Well, at least I get to be smarter than the scientist character we're playing just this once. Let's go for a dip. Water physics. Now, I'm sure it'd be a bad idea to interfere what looks like a bit of a volcano with a seal on top. You don't want to be like stepping on that. Lost. Oh, hey, we got new stuff. Crew awakened in emergency mode. Oh, unexpected mission. Oh, I'm getting some spoilers. So, right, that was one of the things about this game is we're like the biologist on a mission that doesn't involve biology. So it's the whole like, why was I even on this mission thing? It's like biologists send out, like asteroid mining job? What? Yeah, I guess a biologist wouldn't use the metal detector too much, would they? Checks out. Fortunately, I believe we can just climb right back up that rock. Or that one. It's like no matter what angle I take, the rock is in the way. What is this, a WWE championship like tournament? Da 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 da. That joke's out of time and place. That's alright. Aren't we all? Everyone over like 18 is out of time and place. Some people make it to 25, right? Nah, I don't know. I'm messing around, and I've always felt before my time. And yeah, there's people like all over the place saying that they're after their time, you know, all nostalgic like. The world isn't ready for me. We haven't invented the right surgeries yet.
The bottom's out of sight.
Yeah,
Best not to
I'm kidding. That is really kind of a scary thing.
I found a way out of the valley, leading more or less towards the camp.
At least you can navigate. But yeah, the scary thing is that the surgeries I need to get out of this medical emergency, I'm not even sure that they're 10, 15 years old. You know, I don't necessarily want to be on the frontiers of science when it comes to brain injury, but that's an aesthetic son, though. No choice. You don't pick when you're born, or what might go wrong. Also, I'm kind of lying. You know, I'm saying that I should be worried about it because that's like the expectation is that you'd be worried about it. It's like, I don't really care. Just trying to be relatable. Relatable. Red Bull. Red Bull for the Red Planet. Nah, that joke took too many steps to be my video title. But here's somewhere we can scout and see what the thing is before we just go over and see that it's just like some science device on the floor. I don't know what way it is. Well, that's unfortunate. But, I mean, you gave me this telescope and I'm going to use it. Let's see if we can remember which way the thing was. It wasn't there. It was kind of behind that rock. It wasn't right next to the chasm. Chasm? Alright, cool. The game does not let you walk off the cliff. Good to get that out of the way early. No, that's not right. You're not supposed to get out of the way early. You're supposed to get out of the way with a shorter cliff. Oh well. It sure is a good thing that our brains are able to separate fiction from reality. Because, I mean, if you picked up half the habits that you have for video games, you'd be a dead man. It's like, as a species, humans literally are wired for fantasy. That's fascinating. Of course, it takes time to develop, you know, like kids blur kind of dreams of reality. There's obviously certain medical issues, psychological issues where things start blurring again. Is that the thing that we're looking for? That looks mechanical? Maybe mechanical. That could just be the chasm again. What? It's not on my marker? Oh. I wasn't looking in the right place at all. Well, I want to go look at this pond. It's got, like, damp rocks. I mean, that's my kind of level of what classifies as like an adrenaline spiking extreme sport is walking on some wet rocks. That pretty high risk for someone with weaker than average joints and a history of leg and knee issues. You're never gonna get me like skiing or mountain biking. You know? There's no amount of surgery that'll get me happy to do something like that. Capable maybe, but nah, not for me. I know it looked like that we could walk up that cliff, you know, and go explore up there, but I feel like that just loops back to where we got the rope from. We don't need to explore every single spot on the map. But I mean, this is how I game. I go in circles and make maps seem a lot larger than they actually are. No, it is just the beacon. And there's no way we were going to see that with the telescope, buried here in the rocks. Yeah.
I found it.
That's fine.
Look for me on your trackers.
Yeah, no, we broke the receiving on the radio, so I guess we're expecting that they can hear everything we say. And that's always awkward, you know? Like, I've been in plenty of Skype conversations, you know, Teams, now that Skype's dead. The audio's only work in one direction. I mean, I can hold a conversation with myself in a video, but when there's someone on the other end who is hearing you live and can't respond, and you're doing troubleshooting, trying to figure out whose fault it is. That's a situation that I have. Is it really true that we can't see the bottom of that? Yeah, it is. Can we figure it out by looking over there?
All right. No time to lose.
Oh, stop trying to be productive. Or survive.
I can't go this way.
Well, you got your rope thingy. Didn't this have a pop-up that said the way out of here? Like, I guess we're gonna go to that cave that we saw. Fortunately, my memory... Speaking of memory, this game has a good memory for where you've walked. How far back does that go? Not very. It's better than nothing. And this being a rocky terrain, we should have less footsteps, yeah? Yeah, no footsteps. Speaking of memory, what was I saying? Yeah, my memory issues. It's like... I have issues, my brain has issues hitting the save button on things, but if it's in there, I can generally pull it out. As long as it's not interlinked with non-medical issues. Certain things need context, or my brain's just like, don't look there, that wasn't a good time period. Enough said about that, probably. I'm sure I've talked about it on other series anyway. Making good videos requires rants having context, too. You don't want to be completely out there. I'm hoping this game won't give me motion sickness. I've been getting that a lot lately in games, especially those with limited color palettes. It hasn't given me any warning signs yet, just the aesthetics of this cave reminded me of the last game that messed me up. That was one of the first videos I had like fully uploaded to my channel, and I just deleted it because I'm like, I'm not going to finish that game. I cannot play that again. It's Necrophosis, if you're curious. Another kind of walking game.
On some planets, such storms last for several This area is volcanically active. Ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. Actually, the only intriguing thing about this place is that there's almost nothing to research. Seriously, what are we doing here?
You need someone like Kevin on your team. I can always find some niche thing to hype and make interesting. Generally only if it involves people, though, so maybe you are out of luck. Very cool. We're up the part that we couldn't get through. The up arrow means that this is a place that you go down. See, you know, the niche thing I tune in on is the human interface, the UI. Yeah, I always gotta find the human angle to things. Be like, you know, like if someone was interested in this place, it would be because the symbolism of the volcano. You know, something like that. Rather than being like, oh, the rock signals that the volcano was last active, 10,000 years ago. The rock signals a lot of things. Man, throwing up gang signs like they going out of style. Is this a good screenshot? Like it doesn't quite have the proper framing. You know, we're getting photobombed by this cliffside here. See, look, I'm doing it again too. Like I'm looking at this area and I'm like, if I took a screenshot of this, what would the emotional impact of the artistry be? And it would be annoyance at this being in the way. Like, meanwhile, I bet someone else is let's playing this game and they're like, sandstorms. And have like a whole tangent about that. Or maybe they could say why the rocks are these like really nice colors that are pleasing to the eye. So that's why if you get into a game, sometimes you want to watch multiple people play it. You get perspectives different from your own and all kinds of different rants. Not just about the different story choices they make. I like that we can't walk off the cliffs, because that means we can go right to the edge and then like zoom in down there and appreciate whatever that is. Looks like melting ice cream. Okay, we can't really. No, we've zoomed in enough to see the low resolution. Maybe that's what I was trying to do all along, was find something to nitpick. I do be like that. I want to go the low road, not the high road. I can either squeeze through the rocks and risk puncturing the suit, or we can jump down and risk getting a nail in our shoe. Yeah, probably not so much here, but... I don't know. Maybe there's like a spiky rock. That's enough. And this is like the classic, action game moment. Yeah, squeezing through rocks. Yeah, jumping up and down things. I used to do that in the woods. Some people only fantasize that they can do the things they do in video games in real life. But me, I've followed trails in the woods where you have to jump down like a foot of rock and squeeze between trees and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm a real life action hero. Telemeter. Oh yeah, it's just this.
I could already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me?
Ready
I
to
just need to get down from here.
know the answer to that. This way is kind of low res too. The retro passage. Honestly, this is like the kind of thing I would take a screenshot of, and then I'd come up with some like artistic narrative about it. Hey, my mouse is dying. Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna plug that in. Some artistic narrative about how all slopes go downhill, all rocks roll downhill. Thesis on pessimism or something. I don't know. Get off of that! Damn it, that's gonna be harder to fix. I gotta pause. That took a minute. I don't know what the cord was stuck on. It just stuck on itself. She can make a whole psychological theory on the aesthetics of cords being tangled on themselves too. You know, I'll let you do that. I'm not gonna do it. Yes, I bought this game for psychological reasons. No, my mouse cord getting tangled was not part of the script. Oh, see, one person says all rocks would roll downhill, of the slopes, and then the character's like, this is a nice gentle slope.
Great. A route that won't break my neck.
Thesis on optimism being just out of sight. You just gotta look down a little bit. I'm too niche for my own good. The problem with my kind of mindset is it does really blind you to details. And in the moment stuff. Being conceptual. Shit.
I can't get down this way, but I can secure the rope.
Oh, so it's do we do it the safe way with the rappelling? Or do we take the slight risk on the gentle slope? Is that a choice?
Oh well. If it catches me, so be it. This suit will hold.
The suit will hold. Can we not, like, just... Like, I mean, this doesn't look that high, but perspective can be... Yeah, okay, it's that high. I was going to say perspective can be a difficult thing when there's not enough stuff in the environment.
Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat. On second thoughts, maybe not. The last thing I need now is an injury.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Where's the spot we could do the rope?
Oh, damn it. I've been wandering around here too long.
No.
Looks like I'm going down after all.
Wait, what? There's no way you would do that. You could do the rope. Or you could do the gentle slope. Yeah. Use the equipment. You have it.
I'm starting my descent. I'll be at the bottom soon.
So there's 3 ways down. High risk, low risk, trust the equipment. Which seems low risk, right? Let's also use the equipment. I don't know that we're going to get that back. You just, like, wiggle it a bit or something, like... I mean, without risk of picking yourself in the head. No. Alright, well, we made our choice. It is consistent with the roleplay. We're not going to be impatient. Like, we gotta go down the steep slope because you take time to walk back over there.
Maybe I should wait.
Yeah. Okay.
The storm gets worse.
It seems to be blowing this way, though. So, this isn't really where we find cover, is it? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm waiting. I don't know if that was a decision. Or if I just died. Uh-oh, are the storms the thing that wipes your memory?
What happened? Where?
Neurological injury from electricity in the dust storms? Oh no, I'm supposed to be the feeling guy. What am I doing coming up with a science theory? Well, I'm not going to say you were traumatized by it. That's just dumb.
Possible.
No psychoanalyzing.
I must have walked for some time.
What?
I don't remember it. Did I black out again?
The storm overruled my waiting. This way kind of pretty. Cool, I've located myself.
Send Hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary and do a full set of tests on myself.
Yeah, self-diagnosis. Sometimes it's all you got when the system fails. I'm Mr. Systematic Failure over here. Not gonna go through my life story. Surprised I'm not some kind of anarchist at this point. Yeah, maybe it's because I have a mixture of systems failure and DIY failures in my life history. I'm not so sure that we're going to get to the camp by going this way. In fact, we might end up sliding into a gulch. Nah, honestly, I think a lot of politics is predominantly like natural personality justified through the lenses of past experience. Not just past experience and rational decision making of preference. Is this going to let me walk the wrong way? Yeah, I think it is. It's pretty over here, so... I remember back when I grew up playing MechWarrior 2, there were certain planets that I called like the bubblegum planets. And I think it was just desert planets that had this color rock. And I've always liked that color since, even though I don't actually like bubblegum. So I don't know, psychoanalyze that.
No point in going back this way.
Yeah, it's nice looking. That's the point. Oh, we put up an invisible wall. The game gave me some slack on the leash. It was like, yeah, he'll turn around. Don't worry. We don't gotta force him to turn around. And then they were like, well, actually, it's Kevin. He's just gonna keep going that way, isn't he? This game's gonna take more than 8 hours, but we're maximizing the fun, so getting my $3.50 worth out of this one. Meanwhile, I'm about to buy a game that's like $4.75, but only an hour long. And I'm like, can I rationalize that? Meanwhile, when I grew up, we used to pay like $20 to see a movie. It was like 2 hours long. Yeah. Meanwhile, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous often goes on sale for like $5. And that's a game that you're meant to play multiple times, and each playthrough is like 200 hours. So, good thing we aren't rational, or there'd never be any games that sell other than games that are hundreds of hours long, you know? You'd never get these kind of story games. See, that's the best way to disprove classic economics there. That people are just looking to maximize value and so on. It's like, well, actually, people want variety in their experiences. So they're not just buying all the longest games. And there's different personality and preference. It's shocking how long the scientific world took the whole tabula rasa thing, like face value, that everyone's, born exactly identical blank slates, and that you can be remolded at any point in your life based on what's efficient or whatever. It's like, obviously, I'd say the majority of people weren't dumb enough to believe that, but scientific assumptions, the experts are always taken seriously by those in power, even when what they're saying is clearly based on false premises. It's like, but they have a proper methodology behind it. The methods are good, they just can't get correct answers because they're initial assumptions. We didn't start this game with initial assumptions, by the way. That didn't happen. I'm digging a hole while this character's climbing up.
I remember you. Regis' third satellite.
Man, I wish I had a celestial body when, the physical one craps out. As it has.
Astrogator, sir. Crew?
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great.
Aesthetic. I don't want to be right-handed.
0, 0, and 2.
No.
Less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%.
Smoky.
With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first.
Can you safely smoke with that much oxygen?
The word of paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the
What are we even looking at here?
I can guarantee
I think we're just pretending to work.
Miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true.
Ice sheet?
There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Yeah, you can read it if you want to.
Radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground
Heaters.
activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Don't call your boss a robot. That's mean.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with.
Let's make sure he doesn't see that.
Marit, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a
Oh.
fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun's seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Why are you so
These
quiet?
rare resources, forms, creatures.
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
I could rename my YouTube channel to Pinnacle of
With all due
Nonsense.
respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
I'm gonna try turning that motion blur off. It might be a little overzealous in this game. I am the odd person who favors it, but
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor.
dun dun dun.
A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse
It's
than
a
us.
ship.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade.
No,
Words,
those are the only things I know.
facts, just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right. But where do we stand in all this? Together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff.
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay. And how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Less than a week.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marek, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you too. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator!
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here?
We're gonna figure out our suit has a leak, aren't we? That's what's going on with our character. Is that this place is mostly safe. Just that methane problem. So I can't get over that guy telling me to leave the emotion and symbolism at the door. That's my bread and butter. Can't tell me that. How we feel about the motion blur being turned off? I notice its absence. I think the frame gen might have been having a slight issue with it. I didn't like that it was blurring motion that wasn't involving me moving around like that. It's just like the guy walking around the room while I wasn't moving. It was blurred. We'll leave it off for a little bit, but I might actually want it back as far as
Thank
walking
goodness.
around goes.
Not everyone's in the field.
Did one of those just move on its own? That's spooky. This game has good lighting. Man, this thing's spooking me though. Like, this isn't a horror game, right?
I'm entering the campgrounds.
Achievement. Reached the camp. Firewatch.
Is anyone out there? Oh, it's just an androbot.
Oh, so the robots aren't like a discovery on the planet, huh? We brought them here. Man, I thought this game was all about, like, we find like a robot civilization on a planet with no organic life or something.
Androbot. Androbot, follow my instructions.
What's X do? Oh, it's the comic. Oh, we'll read this real quick. Due caution and prudence. Okay, so there was a choice about how we got down that cliff space. I wonder what the gentle slope would say.
What? I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown.
Cozy. Double tent. I want the double tent. Triple tent? Someone living it up. Excuse me. Can't ignore me.
Oh, maybe if I... RT? Default position. I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but you clearly don't want to cooperate.
What? I said arm up. Arm up. Is there an achievement for just like repeatedly doing that or something? Why can't I keep doing it? You give me an option to just do something dumb indefinitely, and I might just take it. Oh hey, we're not alone for the whole game.
Oh, Dr. Crowther. Didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor. Is everything all right?
Could have just missed this guy. No. Oh no, I'm locked in with him. This isn't a horror game, right? Half tempted to go check the store.
Doctor, please, look at me.
He's breathing in that
I've located
methane.
Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now.
You already know no one hears you. Don't waste your breath. You're gonna need it.
Temperature normal. Pulse too.
Well, he's got a heart rate monitor on his wrist too.
There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor.
You're just as bad as real life doctors. You look at 2 scans and go, "Yeah, he's perfectly fine." Ignore what the eyes have to say. Just Just look at that oxygen saturation for his arm explicitly. Incompetence in space.
His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions.
At least we're doing a little bit more testing here. Okay, you're better than a real doctor. He's got a working radio. Maybe we should help ourselves to that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
My sympathies.
Explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
Can't
That's my
tell.
initial diagnosis. Yes.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor. Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Both mental illness and serious bodily injury could contribute to this condition. However, he wasn't suffering from any disorders. And there's nothing wrong with him physically. Epileptic seizure and chronic diseases can also be ruled out.
So what? He's just fine?
On the contrary, something is very wrong with him and I can't figure out what. Which is even more worrying.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Krauter.
Okay, what should I do?
Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
This game wasn't supposed to be going into the medical, but it is.
Hello? Anyone else here? I found Dr. Krauter.
Yeah. At least we confirmed the tents are cozy. Is that the mission log? Why does my controller vibrate when I look in here? It's not that. Whatever, we'll look at this.
It's not a mission log, but it will do.
Nickel, iron, manganese.
Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
Yeah, we already looked at that.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration.
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. Followed those deposits of metal.
Metal? That's why we have detectors.
Correct.
Mine died, but Krauter had one as well, didn't he?
Like everyone in the crew, Doctor.
See, now there's a B button to close the book.
Yeah, just a sec.
And that's what was vibrating.
Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I mean, what for? It's obvious what for.
Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
I guess it wasn't obvious. Because now I don't know what I did. Let's go out the middle tent. Hope the robot doesn't jump scare me.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter.
I mean, I can just wiggle its arm.
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Tent got buried.
What are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
If the androbot isn't working properly, I can't just leave Krauter like this.
He needs
Might hurt himself.
robot babysitter.
Fine. Proceed as you deem fit.
Cool, transparent photos. I'm not sure which way is the wrong way. Are these like surveying machines? Oh, it's over there, huh? I'm confused. Which way am I not supposed to go? That's the way I prefer to go. I can detect no metal. I'm sure the metal detector is just fine, though. My ears are the only metal detector I need. That joke landed as bad as we did on this planet. Oh. Alright, so the broken relay is over there. But that's also the way forward?
I've got bad news.
No, it's just right
signal
here.
is far too weak to restart the androbot.
The relay malfunction?
Not exactly. It's completely fried. I don't think a sandstorm could cause such damage.
Well, that's irrelevant now, Doctor. There must be a spare somewhere in the camp. Please search for it.
I don't know. I don't got anything smart to say about that. You didn't pay for the premium package, let's play. So you only get the dumb cringe commentary. The educated scientific analysis.
I can't find the extra relay.
All right.
What? You gave up already?
People have waited long enough.
What? Hey, wait a minute.
I've gone over everything in that area.
No, you... Oh. Hey. I was going the wrong way. I do not accept that.
Now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need.
Thought I was going the wrong way.
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. A relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yes, no? What are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
If the androbot isn't working properly, I can't just leave Krauter like this. He might hurt himself.
Fine. Proceed as you deem fit.
I'm worried about the health of the robot. But yeah, if only real life worked that way. I have bad spatial awareness, so I'm incapable of going the wrong way.
It's completely fried.
Even if I try, I go the right way.
Well, that's irrelevant now, Doctor. There must be a spare somewhere in the camp. Please.
Police? Oh no. Is the camp really just this small and I just needed to look in the tent? That'd be embarrassing. A fish.
Fascinating.
Did you find anything, Doctor?
Nice specimen. Oh, it's still alive.
Ah, the fish Dr. Gorski caught. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Why?
I remember. Something.
I almost missed the fish.
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Nobby? Is his leg still bothering him?
Yes. He's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the mere sight.
I beg your pardon.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we can't even take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost a criminal act.
You're dramatizing, Cover. We have a job to do on this planet. When we get back, we'll enjoy water, sand, and whatever else our hearts desire.
Yeah, you're right. Homesickness is simply eating me up.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean.
You got space cigarettes. What else do you need?
Yeah, that's right. You want to do the honors?
Gladly.
Koval, where are you going?
I'm switching to
Over.
manual.
For a little, quick recce.
Distance.
Take a look
100.
around. Base, are you there?
300.
A recce? I see no good reason. I won't allow it, Regis. Stay put.
Copy that, Dragonfly. I'll stay dutifully at my post.
500. Damn me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Crowther, would you please have a look here? Of course. Just a second. It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing?
They're moving away from us.
From us? I'm talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
What?
From the probe. As soon as I swim it closer to them, do you see what happens? Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination, then I'll be able to say more.
One more time.
Got it. What did you do?
I had to electrocute it. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore.
That's a fine one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Gotta check how long I've been recording. Might be thinking about a tangent. Let's see if we got time. Yeah, we got time. I'm gonna say the other day I was thinking, if I was like a hands-on, like in the moment type of thinker, type of person, I think I wouldn't mind working in the aquaculture industry. You know, seafood's my favorite type of food. You know, It's one of the few foods that I actively enjoy versus just, yeah, it's time to eat. Even with the, my medical condition causes problems with eating. Food's a lot less enjoyable than it otherwise would be. Seafood's one of the things that still cuts through that. Diving's kind of cool. Never done it, but the thought, the aesthetic. That thing did jump scare me. It hasn't even moved. Can I drop a manual save? No. So I gotta find a relay without accidentally going the right way. Gotta get that side quest done. It's not back there. Yeah, that wasn't a very long tangent. I was just being weird about whether I wanted to admit it or not. I think part of me feels ashamed for not being like the hands-on, like small-scale work kind of person. I don't know. A lot of people don't like that. It's like, Kevin, why you gotta get involved? And why doesn't politics and that high-level stuff stress you out? Why do you actually like it? Yeah, whatever.
No luck. They're not in here.
Are those bombs? Let's be responsible and close the box. Don't want the robot getting the grenades, That'll be when it decides it is going to work. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's one thing I enjoy is looking at things and being like, what kind of person enjoys this? And sometimes I'll even try to take an interest in some or buy some that I know I'm not going to like just to explore it and figure out who would like it. This is a very aesthetic screenshot. Good, the screenshot button's working today. Okay. Also, I can get a little too into things where I'll be like, I like eating seafood, so of course I would love the industry. It's like, maybe I'll just work a job I like and earn enough money to buy fish and go to seafood restaurants. How about that? It's like the whole snow thing. It's like I don't need to try to force myself to make a career out of working outdoors and so on. I need to just make that like a vacation plan for somewhere in the future. Go on a snowmobiling tour or something. Alright, we need to actually use our map and figure out which way is the wrong way right now. Or we could use this thing to find the relay. That might actually be helping us. Or just bringing us back to the other babbling scientist. Okay, so according to this, going right here will not be like a one-way. I'm holding you to it, game. If Gorski's the right way, we're going the wrong way. I couldn't save. No! No! Damn it. Come on, game. Okay, at least it's saved after I saw the fish. So I don't have to redo everything. I don't like the lack of warning. Or the lack of ability to backtrack. Like, I want to fix the robot. might be important to the plot. I guess I need to just be looking for boxes, huh?
I have the extra relay.
The signal should be back as soon as it's turned on.
Why did I grab a whole ton of them? Well, hopefully we're learning so we don't make this mistake again in the future. I wasn't even thinking of opening boxes. That's not the way my brain works. For some reason. So sorry, developer, making it bright yellow was not enough to get my attention. Can't help everyone, I guess. Pretty.
Very good. I'm connected. What happened here? This is unlike anything I've ever seen. As if... I don't know. As if an electron bomb had wiped it all out.
Is it gonna work?
We'll see. I rebooted the systems. And that should help. Good, good. It's receiving instructions.
Ugh. I don't know if the Androbot should already be doing something.
Is it still frozen?
Yes,
Why?
unfortunately.
He was moving when I got here.
The positronic brain. That's correct readings. Receptors.
Now what box do I have to open? We'll find the lubricant or something, right? No. I was telling you, though, the sandstorms are creating little electrical storms. Popping brain cells, organic and inorganic alike. Or he just needed someone to poke him.
He moved.
Finally. Archie should be walking now. Does he? His positional data hasn't changed.
He was moving when I got here. Come on.
Well, you can see that he really wants to go, but still can't. Please check his legs.
Could be the servo motor. Ah, that's it. Gosh, you tin bastard. Thank you, Doctor. I won't hold you any longer. Go find the others while I finish here. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Exercise. An order. Yeah, okay. Deep stupor. Yeah, you better than a real doctor. I mean, I have daily stupors, and it's like, I don't think that's once been documented. That's the problem with eating, by the way. It's not the only thing that sets it off. Stupid brain damage. Unless it's the spine, then stupid spine. Fortunately, I got used to swearing at my heart years ago before I got anything diagnosed. So that's what I usually swear at. I don't have problems. It's probably not even at fault. I'm gonna go to the excavation site first. You're giving me 3 ways to go. I don't know about that. Maybe that little up arrow means one way or something. I don't know. We'll go this way.
Finally, it works.
I wanted to see the robot working.
I've gone over everything in that area.
Fine.
entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Good
Silent.
aesthetic. Got a
By the
different
way,
color
did they
scheme
find
in
here?
here.
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
Fit in here. Dr. Norvik, can you please stick to the emotional and symbolic facade of the situation? You don't understand your sciencey terms.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Is that a one-way street? Yeah, I like going the low way, but... This is very avant-garde. It's like someone was like, we want something that looks like a missile, but it needs to be minimalist. Minimalist. Can you think of any symbol of peace better than a missile with no payload? And it's fully transparent? Why does my brain's like, that's a damn bird you're talking about. It's like, what? I didn't say organic. Bird missile. Bird missile. Organics in the sky. Let's get. Well, this is interesting. Positively explosive. Yeah. That's a real wise geyser there.
Huh. There's something on the ground. Got someone. I'm following the signal.
You think if I looked up wise geyser, I'd find someone's like internet comic or some weird random blog that like no one's looked at recently.
It's a journal. Geological cross-section. Measurements. These are Marit's notes. She must be somewhere close.
Please search the entire area thoroughly.
Water chemistry. So are we literally just on this planet because we're like, hey, the bigger country sent something here, so there must be something. We don't know what it is, so just go look. Not geological, not planetary. What, like some alien species brought their favorite dirt with them? I mean, it is aesthetic. You could definitely decorate with dirt. That's inspiring all kinds of ideas. That's not what I wanted to do. I mean, you technically could have like an aesthetic dirt pile in your room if it was like the right, sand or something that was like dyed red. Like, or even just sprinkle sand throughout like wall paint or something. Well, I mean, I don't know how you would do that and not just have it covered in the paint. It'd have to be a different color, so it's like glitter or something. I don't know. What's this? It's the Alliance. Obelisk. Is this person a traitor? Being offered a position with the Alliance, who are the guys who were going to send the big ship that we're here to preempt. And they're talking about obelisks.
I think I know where I can find her.
Uh-oh. If only we had a rope and grappling hook. But we don't. Damn you being overly cautious. And not wanting to go sledding on the slope. Oh yeah, I could just walk up there too. But let's look at the obelisk before we end up going down the one-way street.
I recognize the rocks drawn by Krauter. They shouldn't pose a problem when landing.
The doctor marked a waypoint. I don't recall.
It's just a sketch. No markings.
Well, if so, we should do it. What would you call them?
Oh no, I gotta be creative.
I'll call them Titans. Has a nice ring to it.
Noted.
If you predicted that I was gonna click bones, I didn't, just to prove you wrong. If you knew I was gonna click Titans, damn man, you're like playing 4D psychology with me. You won. If you thought I was gonna pick the other one, haha. I don't even remember what it was anymore. So this is predominantly an atmospheric game. That's what I'd say. It hasn't deep dived into a story quite yet. Be immersed in the atmosphere of science. Big eye. Is this a choice between to go look at the obelisk or go over there or wander off in that direction? Maybe. I bet there's endings here about whether you bothered to find everybody or not. Bothered to repair things.
Is anyone there?
What's going on?
Nothing.
Checking.
They took some of it. There's more than one of them down here. It's like mechanic coral.
It's a drill. So damn loud.
What are you talking about? It's not making any noise. This is a drill. I repeat, this is a drill.
Any progress?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dig as far as the terrain allows. It'll take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
Astragator, sir. We dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis show similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
And depriving the competition.
Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I confirm my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
What are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
As in, the engineer doesn't know. If an engineer says, I don't know, the last thing they want you to do is say, take a guess. I've learned that the hard way.
Anything else?
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot, Novik. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
Oh, don't make me guess that. I really don't know.
Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function.
No, root is only one letter away from robot. So I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that we find evidence of inorganic civilization.
Carefully, Cobble.
I missed that gauge. Uh-oh. I could have clicked that.
Carvel, can you hear us? Over.
Attention to detail. Lack.
Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
It's the gauge.
I can board the second lander and fly to the surface.
Just now, I can't let you go alone. My leg.
My leg! My leg! Went to an alien planet and all we found was SpongeBob references. Patrick of the Stars. Oh. What? Allured by the sound of drilling machines. Oh my. Hey, that snuck its way in before the other one that was already in here. Sneaky comic book. Oh, now I hear the drill. See if my surround sound had been working. Let's be responsible.
It's finally stopped.
Yeah, are you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
For shame. Doesn't anyone respect their tools anymore? Looks like a pogo stick. Speaking of not respecting it. Do not hop up and down on the drill. And do not Google search hop up and down on a drill. There's multiple ways that could go wrong. Great. Now I want to create an AI song, genre, drill. Just going hop up and down, hop up and down, hop up and down. No, I can't ruin the atmosphere. Can't do it. Maybe this game will be about AI. That's been a bit of a theme in at least one game we played lately. Well, exactly one game. But I don't play a lot of variety, so that's something. Yeah, up there. Alright, so we've gone down. We haven't gone up. That way might just carry on to the next area. Does that look like a one-way? Not really, but there isn't really any reason to go over there quite yet anyway. That's just abandoning. We do semi-completionist runs around this part. We don't get OCD about it. But we don't like missing content either. Collectibles, yeah, screw that, but don't want to miss any lines of dialogue. That's what I fear missing out on. That looks like it's been there a while. As if someone was spying from up here.
The signal's coming from a castle backpack.
That's concerning.
She's a spy. So she took off her tracking device. So she could spy without being spying.
Close, but I can't see her.
Did that out of order. Are the backpacks just radio devices? So otherwise I'd think that they're... Oh. That's why we got the sad music going. I'll take the long way around. Maybe that's why we could say that that looked like bone. That's foreshadowing. But you're a titan.
She's here.
So stand up, you good.
What's her condition?
Marit! Marit! It's me, Yasna.
Come on, if you're dead, I gotta take my accusation back.
Marit, wake up. Wake up. Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's going on?
Assumption.
1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Marit. Don't. Please. Live, damn it. Marit. Nothing. I beg you.
Hey, bring that dialogue wheel back.
Yes,
No.
that's enough. Enough.
Marit. Astrogator. She's...
I know. Doctor. Yes, sir. We have to find the others.
Yeah. If only I hadn't delayed to fix the robot. Wouldn't know unless I played through the game again. Or cheated and looked at the wiki. Let's not do that until we finish the game, huh? I was gonna say something, now I've forgotten what it is. Oh, yeah, is it odd that I'm like I got an eye for emotions and things, but then I don't
Of course.
get emotional? Like, for stories like this?
Everything will be fine. All fine.
I want to look into that. Like, what's the percentage of people that, like, actually, like, not necessarily cry, but you know, feel sadness, anger, and stuff based on, like, the plots of
What do you
things?
think? Koval.
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
I don't know. I just feel like worried about being a psychopath or something, you know, like very perceptive of emotions, but can't feel them. I'm too naive to be that. I don't need to get tricked by my own hope way too much. I feel like psychopaths aren't as naive and optimistic as I can be. Oh well. But I do want to learn about that, man. I've also been thinking about focusing my interest in psychology. I feel like I've just been learning the basics or just trying to learn everything for the longest time. What I'm really interested in is institutional psychology. I'm not interested in like counseling or mental illness or criminology. Those are the things that draw attention to the field. A lot of people care about that, but I like knowing about purchase decisions and how people within hierarchies interact with each other and collectively make purchasing decisions. I like the overlap with finance. That's what it is. And politics. Collective and individual decision making within organizations and hierarchies. Normal psychology instead of abnormal psychology. There's a lot more to what you'd call normal psychology than that. I have a friend who studied industrial psychology, which I don't have the biggest grasp on that, but noteworthy things in the field of industrial psychology you'll be familiar with. They're the people who designed the chairs in schools to be uncomfortable, so you're kind of forced to remain focused and in the moment while the teachers are teaching. And they're also the people who write standardized tests. Try to word the questions to be intuitive, so if you get the answer wrong, it's because you don't know the material, not because you didn't understand the question. That's what industrial psychologists do. I'm not about that. It's just not relevant to my interests, I guess. But the part of that about the school and stuff feels manipulative. Like, they're the people who would also help design prisons to feel punishing, I suppose you would say. As schools are designed the same way so that it breaks you. Workplaces are designed certain ways to keep you focused on your work or to fear that you'll get caught if you're slacking off. What's the other example I had? Oh yeah, stores. Engineer like the music that plays in stores to make people more open-minded and more willing to spend money. And also, like music and stuff in restaurants, so that people are less likely to make it a third place. So you're not like just hanging around without actively eating and buying things. I don't like industrial psychologists. Yeah, in theory. There's a lot of science out there. Marketing's worse. It's just the science of manipulating people. It's not like there's anything that can be done about it. You can't ban the science. Because then people who are just intuitively good at it will just do it. And no one else will understand it. It's like certain things like that, you almost have to democratize the sciences and just then explain to people how they're being manipulated, So at least they have some defense. Because you're never going to stop the offense. And that's what my point is. You can't stop people from observing and learning. Even if you don't like the material. You shouldn't try to limit knowledge. You should try to offer perspective on it. And spread it. Sometimes things need to be spread to people who wouldn't otherwise take an interest in the subject matter. Like I've said in my series before, I'm all for maximum transparency. It's where I get overly personal about things, and I'm willing to share details of my life and psychology online. It's like, yeah, it could make me easier to manipulate if, you know, in the future some AI was able to just troll these videos and build something on me. So what I trust is that the AI will get, is that mold? That the AI in the future will get confused, because I like, you know, putting on ideas like costumes, seeing how they fit, and then sometimes I take them off again because they don't fit. I put something else on. So maximum transparency has the benefit that you can be inconsistent and confusing.
Someone's here.
In consistent ways, if that, you know, that, like, you could track a course of how somebody moved through how they did, but it'll take even longer for computers to get good about figuring that out. Figuring out the patterns and the contradictions. That guy took his smoke break anyway, on the planet with 16% oxygen. So I guess my theory that if someone sparked a cigarette, the whole planet would explode is just wrong. I don't think I said that one out loud, but now I have. Is this the same spot we were at in the backpack? Yup. And so we've already found the majority of the crew if we include ourselves and Mr. Bossman on the radio, you know, like. But we're only like 2 hours into this 8-hour game. Huh. I feel like we're still in the prologue as far as how story structure goes. We're still setting the scene and the symbolism. The symbolism is going to be of being the lone survivor and not knowing why. Okay, that's not a robot, that's just rocks. I'm guessing. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if I was trying to be secretive, then... Yeah, I mean, I'm not really doing this tactically. I'm justifying the way that I naturally carry myself is what I'm doing. Oh, hey. But being secret, things slip out. And then if people just focus on the things, the rare moments of authenticity, they know you pretty well. Or if they see, like, the entire stream of consciousness, contradictions and all, you can actually be more mysterious. Because then they don't know what's important and nothing is slipped out and identified itself as like a secret, you know what I mean? But this is all just justifying that I like to talk a lot. And I like to talk about myself. So. Everyone's trying to make other people act more like they are. Yeah, it's... Yeah, you can replicate through having family and kids, and through ideas, and through behaviors, yeah. Everything's viral.
He's also
in its own way. Why was he ripping everything up? He was destroying the notes.
Are you examining him?
not yet. I don't know if I can do it. Not again.
There's no time to hesitate, Yasna.
I mean, I was judging him, but okay.
Koval, don't do this to me.
You're just sleeping.
Hear that, sir? Koval's
What?
alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking.
Trust the
Parameters
gauges.
normal, yet he's completely unresponsive.
No, he knows what you're doing. He's looking over here and everything. How can you get to be called unresponsive when you're responding? Like, you know, I'm in the hospitals, like completely unconscious, and people are like, "Yeah, he mumbled something." You know, mumbling in his sleep from coma or whatever the hell. That means he's perfectly awake. Gotta get some complaining out there from time to time. You know, the only way things get done in the world is if you do it yourself or you complain about it to the right person. And you're not qualified to do everything yourself. So, get complaining if you haven't done it lately.
Koval. Koval. His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval, what the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
No.
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna.
He
The lab
wasn't
is on its way,
calm.
But before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
Yeah. Found it.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Robot DJ.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
Yeah, we did stuff in the right order.
I'll go over them. But it may take a while.
Set a robot on a throne.
Huh.
Have you found it?
Oh, it's
No,
the
it's,
fish.
Nothing about Dr. Gorski.
Sudden decline. But we didn't cut into the fish. It's still in one piece.
Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Just a sec, we gotta read this. Checks the right branch. Protrude. Water tank? What?
Be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
Wait, isn't 1G the gravity? Oh, no 1G. I thought Earth was like 0.91 for some reason. But I guess 1 is like the reference point to Earth. So where am I getting 0.91 from?
Got him.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that's the lander. Never mind. We're fine.
The androbot with Krauter is also on its way to the site. We'll leave shortly.
Oh, good. We might have saved that guy's life by restoring the robot.
Descending. Damned. I've a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry.
The pessimist option. Also, if you're trying to guess what I'm role-playing, I'll just let you know the game hasn't given too many opportunities for it yet.
Krauter,
So don't think too hard about it.
no Koval, and unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
Nothing adds up. But I'm afraid it's our own fault. It was going so well before. We hadn't even considered the possibility of failure. Started digging right away. Taking samples. Not even trying to avoid potential threats. Koval was alone. Out of the signal's reach. Dr. Gorski wandered even further away. On his own.
We split up.
She...
Yasna? You there?
Yeah, sorry. I lost track of my thoughts.
Crocodile
even know what I
Rock.
wanted to say anymore.
That happens to all of us. Don't worry.
Crocodile Rock, the hit song from Elton John, in I have no idea what year, but We had it on tape growing up, so. So what's this game about? Is it about like paranoia of the unknown, where it's like something goes wrong in a completely unfamiliar environment? It's like, did you screw up? Did your colleague screw up? Was it predictable? Is it not predictable that it could have happened? Is it some phenomena that just doesn't exist on Earth? Something that does exist on Earth, but you were sure could not possibly also be here? What is the discussion and question that this game is asking? That better not say 67 on it. No. I am clearly standing next to those stand clear signs. Can I trust these two together? Paranoia. Don't blame the victims.
See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
Which body?
I'll go back for Marit's body first. Take her to the lander.
But Yasna, Dr. Marit is already gone. What if we also lose Gorski?
I've made up my mind, Astrogator. I can't leave her like this.
Yeah, I gotta follow customs and procedures. It'd be nice if I remembered which way was the right way. Away from you. Let's hope it's this away from you, not that away from you. Or I'll be reloading again. Let's just check the map. Yeah. I was perfectly going the right way in my total lack of coordination. Oh. Some comfort for Mr. Brain Injury over here. The only reason I stopped is because the game had a loading stutter. Otherwise, I would have just kept going. What? I'm gonna be like, did the body get up and leave? No, I'm just lost. It's not a zombie game, Kevin. My punishment for following the rules is to slowly walk.
I'm managing. Somehow.
Forgive me, but I need to know if you're ready to continue your mission.
Ready? Well... Please don't worry about me. Death is a natural process that every human being has to get used to.
Yasna, I don't expect you to be so...
But I do. Let's leave it like this.
I've served with Dr. Marit for over 2 decades. She's made of sterner stuff. The sternest. Many of us relied on her. I did.
Did you know that headquarters offered her a promotion? She would have been the first female astrogator in the history of the Commonwealth.
But it was the Alliance.
Doesn't matter anymore, really.
Not entirely. Marit will be awarded posthumously.
Seems so trivial to me now. The badge, the fancy title, as an emblem of human life and values.
I thought it would bring you some comfort.
Maybe that's a consolation for you, sir, but not for me.
Why couldn't the robot go get the body? If that guy's like, but you gotta move forward, your colleague. And then the robot's just sitting here doing nothing. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm the people person guy, but
Please take good care of her.
Of course. Dr. Gorski's next. Let's hope he got out of danger in time.
It'd be
not
good
only
to know what kind of
wouldn't
danger we're talking about.
wouldn't have I put the corpse next to someone, I would definitely want to put him next to two people. This is the corpse chair. And I better not sit in that one later. Why this thing asymmetric like that? Yeah, let's see if we can manage to go the right way. Twice in a row. I'm gonna go this way. Now we'll check the map and see if it's right. Yes. Story-wise, this is probably a good time to cut the episode. But I'm enjoying the game, so we're going to keep going. There's no rules here with the video lengths. You have gotten some more data points on how I'm playing the character. You might have enough now to start making some guesses. Crocodile skin rock, by the way. Just the babbling I'm doing isn't actually part of the roleplay. I'll give you that. I was faking you out earlier. Well, or it was just an idea I didn't follow through on. One or the other. You'll never know. I can't let you get too certain about anything. Ketchup and mustard flag. Someone's making burgers over there. Crocodile rock. Crocodile rock. I would totally play that song, but then my multi-hour long video would get copyright stricken from YouTube.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down?
Wait, what's over this way, though? It's a dead end. Alright, we're safe to explore. For all of 20 feet. Oh, but nothing. I guess that's why they were saying that this area was like a meteor impact or something, because it is a completely different aesthetic of rock than the other place. I almost said composition, and then I'd be the science guy. Not Bill Nye, just Kevin Y-O-Y, the science guy. I don't know.
I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. It's
Robot?
weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? You're talking about the teleprobe.
Yes.
Teleprobe. Scouting? Smug crocodile rock. Damn, they can't all be crocodile rocks. I mean, that's that city out of Skyrim. Just look at that. If that's not a reference, then It's just a rock formation. Let's not jump down the one way.
The probe. It's lying on the ground, inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode.
There's wind here.
Do we have time for this?
Oh yeah.
For a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Don't leave our equipment behind. Especially not when it's got a nice color scheme. And a gas cap.
Okay. I'm opening the probe.
Not cool. Vacuum tubes.
Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Go ahead.
Slide records.
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they
Dun,
say,
dun, dun.
extrema remedia.
Oh, I don't know about that. We violating the procedures? We put it in, like,
Take a look.
debug mode. 4 people left the lander. That checks out. Now they're swimming with the fishes.
Nothing interesting. Should I be looking for a specific location? Date?
The excavation site. 4th day of the mission.
Caught a fish. They should put it on their dating profile.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Alright, so we're going to figure out the moment it went wrong. Okay. That's smart. All inquisitive-like.
12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
So in theory, he's doing better than the rest of them. Because he wasn't on site for the problem. So what we're learning is if whatever happened is planetary, as in Dr. Gorski's also affected, or if it's just the spot that they were digging. And also we may or may not be affected. We don't even know. And we don't know when or how we got here. Well, I guess... Do we kind of know the how? I don't know.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
They caught a spooky ghost shadow looking at rocks. Oh.
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking.
It's got to be more than the sandstorm. So I might have been onto something, but for the wrong reason. Which is usually how it goes around here. You know, I'm vibe-based on this channel. So you get to the answer, but you can't always show your work. Problem I always used to have with math.
Still high in the slide just before.
Is it? That's a lot lower. Oh, 381. Can't go back, but it was like 5,000 something.
And earlier, quite normal.
Yeah, right. It scaled up rapidly, but It was 0 earlier. So it's not the metal structures under the ground that did it. It's not the fish. That's alright. We didn't fall for the red herring anyway. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, why are we still going back and forth between these? Is everything a detective game, by the way? It seems like it's getting that way. Or do I just end up playing detective games?
It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm.
No, I can't be right.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
If it is just the storms, it's not really an interesting plot. Weather is dangerous is not a sci-fi unique concept.
Good. I've got it on my radar.
Achievement.
Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see?
Me? You're the one who activated the probe.
Is it working correctly?
If you run
Yes.
it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
A robot companion. Well, we get unlimited time to decide, huh?
Please use your old name.
Yeah.
It was Olga, if I remember
Fine.
correctly.
Makes sense, given that it's still the same probe. Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I've always wanted a flying measurement center. That way I can focus on my emotions and symbolism, Doctor. Just a sec. You know, this game's given me a couple achievements. 2/3 of players have gotten these so far. There's people who uploaded saves so you don't have to replay the whole game. That's interesting. I'm just curious how many achievements. There's 29. I have 2 achievements. Every one of them's hidden. I'm not going to reveal any of them as a spoiler. But let's see how many of these are frequently achieved. Yeah, there's maybe 1/3 of them that are less than 20% of players. I don't know. I don't know what we're trying to learn from that. Well, I guess we're trying to learn if it's just follow the story, or if there's actual separate achievements. Speaking of following things, what are we supposed to do? Drop down, I guess. Can I, like, ride the probe? Just to get down the cliff, you know? Like, not in any other way. What? I just hadn't got the exact right spot. Well, it has grab handles on it and everything.
Metal structures anywhere. The detector's measurement is.
I found a probe.
I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Oh. That's what I'm supposed to be looking at, huh? It's like a power line. An alien power line. Hey, guess what? I also found a probe on this detector. Repeatable data. Yeah, I've been learning lately the basics of like social science, and that is the one difference between the hard scientists and the social is you can't isolate variables in social science. 'Cause guess what? You can't just lock people in a cage and be like, you're going to do everything identical except for what food you eat today or what news station you look at today. Like, that's where it becomes hard to actually learn things and why things are a little more vibe based. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had the feedback to know if you do know what I'm saying. Yeah, I thought we said that this only goes like one way, but I've just found more of it over here. Unless that's just back the way I was. Wait 1 minute. No, it does go 2 different ways. What's this? No, it's whatever we looked at earlier. Shouldn't we, like, update the boss guy that, hey, well, actually, we said that the structure only goes one way, but I found that it goes 2 ways. I mean, that's just back to the landing site, though. So maybe that was the wrong way, and this is the right way, and maybe I'm just confused. Hey, that's a big cluster of it. It does split. Yeah.
I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well,
no
I'm
vibes.
Clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
What do you mean, what happened next? How am I supposed to know which way you went? I was just randomly bouncing around. Hey, stop flashing me. Around Google Earth yesterday, this morning, whatever. And I was out in the middle of the desert in Saudi Arabia. And, roads out there are just where the sand gets graded, right? And they at least have the decency to mark where the turns and the junctions are. They have barrels. And then there's, like, tires wedged in the barrels. And then, like, just a plank of wood that sticks out of that and points the direction the road turns. I admire the DIY and its effectiveness. I don't know that would be the most efficient way to deal with it, but I guess if you had a surplus of barrels and tires, like, why not? Do I want to go the way that it's all curly Q and it kind of looks like dollar signs? Or in the way where it's all like regular like. But this way might go into a cave, which is interesting. Well, that way also kind of goes into a cave.
Hi, Olga.
It was funny. I was between buying this game and Arctic Awakening, which is also a game about a drone that follows you around. I plan to play that in the future. I don't know if it'll make it on the channel. It depends when I get back into the hospital and hopefully get my spine corrected. And, brain treatment, rehab, whatever you do about that. That way it looks like it's going to involve walking up a hill. So yeah, that's a game I intend on playing in the near future, and whether it ends up on the channel or not will depend on if I'm still at home or not. Speaking of which, that reminds me that one of the reasons I do these videos is to practice like public speaking, predominantly the skill of being able to go on a tangent, loop it back to where you originally are, and continue on uninterrupted. Because the tangent is good for recapturing the attention of the audience. But you don't want to go on it indefinitely because you're trying to recapture the attention and get people back on the original point so that they're following along with the thing you were talking about to begin with. And in this case, it's just playing the game and commenting on it. But see, there's a method to most things that I do.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
But it's all vibes-based at the core anyway, so... I figure out what I'm doing after I've already been doing it, and then I justify it, you know? That's why I'd make a great social scientist one day.
Whoa, hey, easy there.
I walked into the probe, it didn't walk into me.
The structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, probe.
Olga.
Right. Well done, Olga.
How did the probe help?
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason, even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm gonna apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll see to it myself. All right, how about that point? What does it look like?
That point?
What caught the doctor's attention?
It's a block.
The structure took a very straight course locally, going way down. It's sort of a pylon.
Do you think someone put it here? Built it?
It sounds absurd, yet seems so.
I don't know. The Alien Artists and Sculptors Guild had a field day with this planet. But how do we know the doctor went this way, not the other way? Oh, there's a lot of it under there. I don't know. We'll keep going this way. I mean, I think the other one is connecting through here somehow. I don't know if it's actually fully branched. This might be on loop. I'm getting confused with my scanner. Yeah, the spatial awareness. It's hard for me to determine what I'm looking at, how far away it is from one screen to the other screen. Well, I'm trying to watch two screens at once that are both the same screen in actuality, and it's a bit beyond me. Picture in picture. I don't know. I don't even think modern televisions still have picture in picture, do they? Don't you have to use a computer for that? What was the big deal back in the day? You can watch two channels at the same time. My parents always used that to dodge commercials. But what's the point of watching one channel for like 2 minutes at a time? I don't know. Pond?
Water was mentioned in the note, around the third point.
Oh, was I supposed to be paying attention to that?
So how many are left?
2 points, or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
Right. There were notes in the book. Vertical exhibit. Oh, yeah. Structure branch. Yeah, they branch. Oh, he went the right way. No, I just happened to luck into that. Damn it, what happens if I go the left way? Boy. I might have missed something. No one's ever said I've been good at following directions. They've said the exact opposite, in fact. Even when I make my own directions, I don't necessarily follow them either, so it's not like it's a rebellious thing. It's just an improviser thing. Good thing I was born with the right personality to not go as mad with a brain injury. The way to adapt to my deficits is just to improvise more. It's like, I don't know. So I gotta go inside of a hill. And 0.5 is visible from 0.4, so, maybe we'll see his definitely not body from where we're going.
The fourth point is a structure that feels a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
I disagree. I cannot hit the right button on the D-pad. Simple controls beyond me. So that keeps going off in that way, which you can't follow. I have to go in the water. Oh, okay. Hope I don't drop my detector. And then the game will be like, despite your previous cautious decision, you made a dumb one. Your playthrough is ruined. I think I have actually gotten better at consistently role-playing in games. It was a struggle for a long time that I would end up autopiloting and then just messing up my role-play intentions. Everything ended up being a little bit of me, not just the character I want to play. Maybe doing this Let's Play format lets me get out the to be myself roleplay separately from the game. And just feel that urge in the commentary. That looks like a flare. That looks like a light switch. What? The detector. It has tons of those, whatever. Traces of shoes. You mean footprints? Whatever, I'm not going to criticize that any more than I already have.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. And it's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I'm afraid I won't find him for a while. It's hard to see if these traces are
Optimism and pessimism.
This place is quite sheltered from the wind, so it could well have been hours since he left.
No more than 6, considering the time frame we have. Take comfort in the fact that on a cosmic scale, it is nothing.
Huh.
What?
Very comforting.
What's with the flares, though?
I think we have the fourth point.
Is it something else?
I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag.
He went all the way up there. Man. Bad day to have left my rope behind. That's not a flare, that's lava.
That was for the probe. Excuse me?
Touch or don't touch? I think you gotta jump over it. Is that really the best point of crossing? Well, I'm in there now. I know it's going to tell me I did something dumb if I jump over the hot lava. Dumb doesn't fit my role play. That's not quite why I moved the bunny. I might be trying to roleplay on one spectrum while the game's on another spectrum of decisions. You, viewer, are on the spectrum. Sorry to have to break the news to you. Yeah. Especially if you've played this game yourself all the different ways, and this is like your 5th playthrough that you're watching of it. Then, oh boy. Full-on spectrum. It's alright. I don't really want to know where the world would be if nobody was on the spectrum, you know? Then again, I doubt anyone on the spectrum would have gotten this far with my kind of commentary. You'd prefer someone a little more educated in the sciences, right? Nah, I'm wrong about that. You know, people take all kind of different interests. Even if they have the same personality or same traits as each other. I don't know. I'll get feedback on that if I've offended anyone.
Hello, little one.
Discombobulated now. So what did he say? Visible from. Oh, so you do have to get 2.4. It's not like he's saying they're visible at the same time. I don't remember what 0.4 was. Well, we found a dead end, so that simplifies things. Just having a wander on the alien planet. I mean, it'd be a shame, like, you get selected to go on a space mission and go somewhere no one's ever been before, and then you do nothing but go from point A to B and follow all the directions and never take a look around, you know. It's probably what I would do, though, in real life, because I don't want to be out in just the middle of nowhere on a planet in the middle of nowhere, you know. I'm not the right type of person to be doing space exploration in real life. I'd just be bored out of my mind. Somewhere that shouldn't be boring whatsoever. Yeah, different personalities and interests. Am I backtracking right now? Nope. But there's multiple ways that I could go. I guess I'll just follow this thing in the ground, you know, and it's GPS. I'll just call this a GPS. Offload my decision making onto it. Can always trust your handy dandy little device with a screen. Unless it's a smartphone. Never trust a smartphone.
3, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance.
How much
Without your help, it would have taken much
gas does that have? You know what? He knows what he's doing.
The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think
Yup.
these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all.
The boss will get us off the planet. It's fine. Oh, is this point 4? Oh, yeah, those look like rooms.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir.
Did I land like right on top of the whatever it is that we're looking for? Alright, there was multiple ways to get to the right spot. Oh, and there was an opportunity to go the wrong way, though. I just missed that. Now, I'm sure the wrong way will now become the right way.
Wait.
I didn't open that.
Koval noted down the parameters.
Distance 200. Oh, azimuth is like a direction type thing, isn't it?
Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Oh. That's further away than I thought it was going to be. Oh.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor.
There's no orange jumpsuit over there.
Harder than before. I don't know how the doctor.
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable, yes?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Well, that's most excellent. I don't have to navigate anymore. This is a very chill game. And it's not hard on the graphics card, which is nice. I wonder if I would have been able to get 120 FPS naturally. The fact that they offered DLSS, and I'm not using it, kind of implied that this game would be harder to run than it is proven to be. Is the probe about to tell me what way to go, or no? Oh, it's waiting for me.
Hi, Olga. Lead the way.
Where?
I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours.
Follow the yellow
Fly for this long.
bricked probe.
Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds
Wait.
like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when.
Watch where you're going, probe. Surely we're going to find an inorganic civilization with that kind of foreshadowing. Hey,
Oh, we have a problem.
a probe wide.
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Do I go over or around? Over is around. This reminds me of that story about that bridge that like a town took out, but Google navigation kept telling people to go down the road that the bridge had been removed for some safety reason, and there was multiple cars that just drove off the end of the road and into a river, including after they put up blockages on the road. It was a question of who was at fault.
Such mistakes are inevitable, but the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for physical changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Discussion.
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Yeah, then what?
It'll be fine at first. We'll feel more powerful than ever. And they, by becoming more human-like, will blend into our society. The boundaries will disappear. They will be granted their rights and given a voice. They will live on par with humans.
You know what, Doctor? That sounds like some blasted science fiction. One in which I definitely don't want to live.
Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Thinking about turning that motion blur back on. For the sake of comparison. See if I like it or not. Oh. He's a bit heavy-handed, isn't it? Okay. Well, they say you don't know what you got until it's gone. The reverse is sometimes true as well. You don't appreciate it being gone until it comes back from vacation. But, what am I talking about again? I gotta put this improv skill to use someday, like contract negotiation or something. I want to go legit, you know. I get told I should be a comedian or something, but that's not my calling. It's fun on the side, but bushes. How do I keep playing all these games that have commentary about AI? Okay, the answer is that I'm deliberately doing it. It's not a coincidence. It's just Kevin.
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere?
Oh, this game's being too interesting. I know I'm well beyond when I should be calling the episode. There were 3 hours. But, I mean, there hasn't been a save point. What do we got going on in this comic book? Do you think he expected us to be mad about the lander leaving? I mean, you don't get to get paranoid, because it's not like he's just leaving just us behind. You know, there's another person who's probably alive. The problem comes in if we find him dead, and then the boss will be like, well, I don't know about expending the resources for just you. I mean, you're just the biologist. That would be bad. That's not how that conversation went? Yeah, this game's not really getting the vibe of the decisions I'm making. I'm like, that's a cool and like optimistic perspective, and the game's like, that's doom and gloom. I feel like a lot of the options would have popped that up in the comic, though. Saying robots will make more robots would be like, oh, robot takeover as well. And then the other one would be about being in denial.
Kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations.
They're not connected to the other thing, though. That's not what we were expecting.
They're high, more or less. From 1 to several meters.
So I was gonna say this stuff's like 3D printed, and it was like learning to print organic, but there's not a direct connection. So this seems to be a different phenomena at first glance.
They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer.
That's connected,
That's how
though.
it looks. To put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Defense of what?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals in a purely visual category because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures, perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues, no nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
Yeah, all right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
That's not what I meant by colonial. I meant like someone put him here as part of a terraforming project. I wonder what was meant by defense. Like, I was thinking defense, like a turret or something.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain.
Where's the probe at?
It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
Kidoki.
That's the unwritten rule, isn't it? Under no circumstances do we leave anyone behind.
That's right, Doctor. You can lose everything else, but you have to have the crew on board. The living and the dead. This is one of the most critical imperatives, even though it's not in the regulations.
Oh wait, it's not? Oh, I'm out of here. You couldn't get it past legal, and it doesn't apply. I hear mining. What's going on in here? Your directives may not be by the book, but my curiosity has been piqued. And we still haven't had a save point. I do prefer games with manual save functions. So this isn't just a cave, you know, I still see this guy over there. Dandruff. Bush dandruff. It's the worst kind. Maybe it's fungus. Everything's fungus around here. I still hear the sound of like somebody picking away at a rock or something though. I don't know if that'll come through the video.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
We gotta touch the bushes to go down here though. He said not to do that. One-way trip. Hopefully it doesn't like interact back or anything. It's like an amusement park ride.
All systems work.
I helped. There, we're back.
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
But we know it doesn't. So how many landers are on the planet?
100%. The dust has already settled.
I want to open that. That must have be filling in from the start. Nah.
I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Still haven't seen an autosave, and I don't know what that's about.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right.
Don't get snippy with me, Captain.
I'm inside.
And? How is it?
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
How much fuel does that thing have?
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition, the equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir, you barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us, but I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Won't be another mission? The game does have a lot of optimism and pessimism choices.
Where does this certainty come from, Astrogator? HQ can send us as many directives as they please, justified or not.
I won't let that happen. We have the imprimis homini law to refer to. The Commonwealth cannot achieve its goals at the expense of the people, at the expense of my crew.
But isn't that exactly what's happening? The situation is bad, Astrogator, though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action.
No.
Copy that. Over and out.
I would appreciate a save point in the future. You tell me there's two ways to go the same way. And then a way that's the wrong way. Okay. You don't need to be a geologist to know that this is just rock. Let's get out of the sunlight and take this. Why are those rocks morphing? Is that just game engine technical difficulties? Probably. What's that in the distance, though? It's like milk in the sky, or chemtrails, or something, you know. Hey, this thing was working at this point in time. Yeah, we're gonna be so confused if I save and resume next time in this flashback segment, so I guess we better push on a bit. That's a good screenshot. Unlike the sky milk. It's cool, but screenshot cool.
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Would it be cheating if I looked up the book behind this game to be like, well, you know, to figure out the point? You know, sci-fi sometimes is like an optimistic view of the future, sometimes it's pessimistic, sometimes it's trying to teach a moral lesson, sometimes it's just an aesthetic. Oftentimes it's trying to warn us of a potential future. I think that'd be a spoiler. I looked up the book before. Like, I've been thinking about buying this game for at least a year, but I don't remember anything, so.
I have an object in sight.
I remember being confused because I was like, huh, that doesn't seem to match what the game is about, or says it's about on the Steam page, so. But that doesn't mean much. Could just mean I'm not a good judge of
This is where they
something.
searched
I
the
don't know.
ocean's biosynosis.
Meaning, oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking the shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Yeah, I don't want to walk along the
Just need to find the right
coast. There's ghosts on them coasts. I'm surprised this game didn't inspire me to go on a tangent about hiking and my biome preferences. More so the later, because I've only ever hiked local. So, preferences is just expected preferences. Or aesthetic preference. What's this flag? Oh, it's where they repelled. Alright. Cool. Let's not disobey the orders and get a disciplinary action by walking on the beach. Stepping on the beach.
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I told them not to do that.
Some slob left litter here. With no respect for an alien ecosystem at all.
What kind of litter?
Cigarette butt, a crumpled pack.
So, taking off the helmet for no good reason. Risk of igniting a dusty atmosphere.
Yeah.
Irresponsible spreading of DNA. Compared to this, the damage of an already extinct ecosystem is basically a negligible issue.
That's true. It's just, apart from keeping our crew safe, I also have academic concerns.
That's completely understandable, Doctor. However, we must focus on the mission. It has the highest priority, always.
Is it against the code?
Forgive me, but such thinking is an anti-example of the galactocentric code. We should explore other worlds, while keeping our own interference to a minimum, whether in the solar system, in the far reaches of the Milky Way,
Can I pick up the rest of the
in a
trash?
completely different galaxy.
I've heard a thing or two about galactocentrism. Do not meddle in other non-human matters. Seize the void, but do not attack that which has developed its own equilibrium over millions of years. Do not consider anything other than human as either better or worse. It all sounds beautiful, Doctor. But no one will be satisfied with a void, or someone else's well-being. In my opinion, this is an idealized doctrine of scientists who spend most of their lives idly gazing at the sky.
Like me.
Not at all. You are actively involved in space exploration, Doctor.
That's an argument for clearly you'll agree with me, because I said so. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the big ethical things of sci-fi, is interference and non-interference. And man, I don't know, I like to interfere with things. So sometimes things need to interfere back, too, you know?
Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the
Do
camp
you?
within an hour.
Because I explicitly went the wrong way. Heh. Maybe this was the shortcut that he wanted me to take. Wait, maybe this was the only way I could have gone. No, that's not right. So I guess the other way was the way he didn't want me to go. 'Cause it's the way the crew went. Well, can't keep accidentally going the right way. So the guy basically like, as your boss, I order you not to take the scenic route. Joke's on you. I like rocks. Okay, joke's on me. I'm justifying following orders. And it's not a nice route. It's uphill both ways.
Is not the easiest one. Oh, but at least I'm moving onwards.
At the military academy, they used to say that difficult routes lead us the farthest. Well, hopefully not too far. We still have to come back.
Are you trying to motivate
What?
me, sir?
Of course.
I appreciate the effort.
Difficult routes lead us the furthest because of the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, yeah, that's an aesthetic bit of rock. Looks like, well, me trying to make pretzels in home ec class. I don't like it anymore. Could have taken the scenic route, but we took the rocky route. I mean, we could take both routes. I'm sure he won't tell us off for that. Just taking a quick peek, see what we missed on behind door number 2. Alright, let's not get yelled at. There was another crocodile rock over there, though. I mean, we better not get to the end of this game and find Elton John. I'm just saying. We better not find Elton in the John. Oh, there are those bushes. That must mean that we're about to come out of the flashback. Because that's the point of the flashback. It's like a successful tangent. It returns to what we were doing.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growth.
Metal?
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this.
How do you know what it's made out of?
Time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
And yet the lander's already up with multiple people. But how do you know what it's made out of? You didn't even get close to it yet. Suspicious plants. Oh. That are shooting out spores.
Suddenly. That's not it.
Uh-oh. Maybe they are defense mechanisms.
Hang on.
Motion blurred. Is that Donald Trump? What? Must find Clinton Rock. Wait, where am I supposed to be going now? How about up? No. I feel like something was supposed to happen and it didn't. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Metal bushes. Well, I wouldn't say fell off a cliff. Just fell backward a little bit. Is this game just like sneaking saves out on me? Because I feel like I should have dropped a save there. I'm ready to call it for today.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
Hey, you moved through the rock. Speaking of which, we seem to have lost the structures. Well, that was a great stopping point, but there's our save. Okay, we saved. Chapter select. Let's figure out the city. Yeah, that sounds like a good cliffhanger for next episode. Until then, it's been Kevin with Outwit Me signing off. Goodbye.